Did you know sustainable development has become the foundation for the planning and design of structure and infrastructure? The essence of sustainable development is balancing the needs, demands, and well being of the natural environment with social equality and economic development. In 1983, the World Commission on Environment and Development (WCED) was formed to investigate the relationship between human development and the environment. The 1987 report, Our Common Future, attempted to reconcile economic development and environmental protection. At this point, the term sustainable development, which means development that meets current needs without risking our future generation's ability to meet their own, became more popular. At the 1992 United Nations Conference on Environment and Development (UNCED), an initiative known as Local Agenda 21 was proposed to achieve balanced development. According to Nakuguchi, Local Agenda 21 is an agenda that establishes tasks and a vision to promote sustainable development at the local level as well as a menu of action.
So, what is Local Agenda? Local Agenda 21 is also known as LA21, has been a voluntary act involving community involvement to create specific policy practices that support sustainable development. Local Agenda 21 involves increasing awareness, developing capacity, involving the community, and forming partnerships. Local Agenda 21 is conceptualized in Chapter 28 of Agenda 21. It was approved by 178 nations at the 1992 Rio Earth Summit. Following Agenda 21, majority environmental problems can be traced back to the communities, and local authorities play a crucial role in promoting sustainable measures and obtaining local support. The goals for Local Agenda 21, as mentioned in Agenda 21, are followed throughout 1996. Many local authorities within every country must engage in community engagement and collectively agreed on a Local Agenda 21 for the society. By 1993, the global community might as well have begun a discussion targeted at enhancing local government collaboration. Third, by 1994, Congress people of city affiliation and other city municipalities should have improved their level of coordination and collaboration in addition to enhancing the flow of information and expertise among local government. Finally, most local authorities in each country must be expected to promote and monitor programs to ensure women and youth representation in judgment, making plans, and application process. Moving on to next on how it implemented in local councils. So local agenda 21 has become primarily focused on society participation, starting with making plans, judgment call, and execution. In addition to how Agenda 21 perhaps may enable local communities to participate in the creation of plan locally. The General Directorate for Local Ecology Initiative ICLEI guided the execution of something like LA21 pilot project to encompasses the six fundamental components of all based on objective, alliance, society issue, analysis, strategic planning, execution, surveillance and assessment, and also feedback, in collaboration with Malaysia on preference, practices, and institutional framework. Mir City Council was chosen as the best illustration for the four pilot programs to illustrate the local Agenda 21 implementation effectiveness. The six element evidence based practices ran from February 2000 to February 2002. Another way to put it is that LA21 became a United Nations Development Programme, UNDP, which encourages alliances between stakeholders such as municipal authorities, the financial industry, government entities, non-governmental organizations, and affecting councils to work together within constructing and compassionate for their surrounding in order to achieve long-term sustainability.
Next, we will be discussing on the programs undertaken by councils in implementing Local Agenda 21. In this case, MIRI Sarawak will be issued regarding programs undertaken by its council in implementing Local Agenda 21. The first program is Say No to Plastic campaign. During the campaign period, supermarkets that continue to use plastic bags will not be fined by the No Plastic Bag campaign. Instead of forcing the initiative, it is far preferable for them to engage it voluntarily. The Miri City Council has revived its No Plastic Everyday 4.0 campaign to streamline its waste management process, decrease solid waste more efficiently, and promote environmental improvements. This innovative aim is to get consumers to carry their own reusable eco bags, which will lessen the usage of single-use plastic bags. It is also encourage people who have extra eco bags, plastic bags, or even empty cardboard boxes to donate them to the partnering retail establishments. This is another tactic in accordance with the 5R principles of reject, reduce, reuse, and recycle. Next, River Cleanliness Program. This is done to instill a sense of responsibility in the locals for the rivers and the environment, as well as to stop them from littering. Litter bugs have damaged Miri's reputation, causing both domestic and international tourists to have poor impressions about the condition. This initiative will continue until the adopted towns are clean and the locals realize how important it is to keep the rivers clean. It is most definitely not a one-time exercise. Throughout this initiative, MCC will provide vehicles, gunny bags, and community bins to the communities to proper waste disposal, in addition to hosting weekly or at least monthly gotong royong workshops program. And this program also includes conducting national and international conferences. Next is Recycling Campaign. Recycling plastics to create polymer-modified asphalt for use as road paving is one of MCC's projects. MCC collaborated on the research and development of this polymer-modified asphalt with two Sarawak enterprises. Plastic may eventually be gathered and recycled on a large scale. The Say No to Plastic campaign has been regularly organized by the SDG unit at supermarkets and shopping centers. On recycling, MCC collaborates closely with other private organizations. The Sir Chi Foundation is the most well-known among them, and MCC was attempting to get the Sir Chi Foundation a plot of land for its new office and recycling facility. The next program is Creating Awareness of Environmental Pollution. The Miri Divisional Level Green Earth with Students program conducted in SK Anchi featured about 60 students from local elementary schools. The major goal of the program was to raise students' awareness of environmental pollution, which had become a severe problem every day. Additionally, the organizers wishes for the participants to grow into a generation that would support environmental protection and preservation. The program also included discussions on environmental problems and demonstrations of garbage recycling for the pupils.
Next, the Miri City Council has also created magazine for green culture as part of the Local Agenda 21 to improve its greening measure while also serve as the model for green city. The mayor of Miri City in the event has encouraged any idea of program to make the city more sustainable and clean, as in the past there were events such as say no to plastic every day and say no to styrofoam. According to the mayor, the Green magazine was very relevant and important since it involved the partnership between government with other organizations with a belief that it had laid a firm basis for green culture. The first 700 copies of the magazine would be distributed among schools and hospitals, while subsequently the rest would then be distributed to universities and hotels and much more. Besides that, there is also another program hosted in Pustaka Negeri Sarawak Miri, which is the Youth Eco Boot Camp with the topic of the event Rebrand Yourself. Together with the cooperation between the Malaysian Nature Society in Miri, Curtin University and True Fitness Centre, a total of 42 participants has shown up. Some of the event held is such as career talk and build your personality and many more. In the event, the spokeswoman quoted that the event is intended to instill and foster lifelong learning, knowledge sharing, as well as love regarding the environment. The ending ceremony on November 19 were attended by Regional Manager of the Pustaka Miri, Salina Zawawi, Environment Control Officer of Natural Resource and Environment Board, Joseph Uyo, and Dayang Siti Nurbaya Awang Kipli, Miri's Local Agenda 21 Officer.
Due to the global nature of the urban challenge and the need of developing sustainable settlement on a global scale, concerns like equality, participation, and sustainability are now crucial considerations in the physical development process. National governments have begun to understand that the local government involvement is essential to finding the solution to the world environmental concerns since 1992 of summit. The local government is regarded as a crucial participant in implementing the idea of sustainable development in Chapter 28 of Agenda 21. Although Agenda 21 recognized this global scope of environmental challenge, it reframed the scale of remedies to the local level. In this way, Agenda 21 acknowledged how directly local environmental issues impact individuals. With the passage of Agenda 21, it is generally acknowledged on a national and worldwide level that local government, particularly those that are focused on the needs of their constituents, are the ideal setting for sustainable development project. This is true because local government influence communities' life both locally and statewide, and it has the capacity to be a change agent for the environmental. Not just among members of the general population, but also among government officials, knowledge of local Agenda 21 participants was minimal. The author discovered that in certain transitioning nations, such as those in the former Soviet Union and the Balkans, national and local government officials gave Agenda 21 and the concept of sustainable development little though while sectioning their physical expansion. The following step, particularly at the sub-regional and municipal government level, also reveal a lack of information and understanding. The issue faced by a Russian NGO, Center for Environment and Sustainable Development, demonstrate how little the general people and government officials are aware of sustainable development. The responsible authority and officers that draw the local Agenda 21 frequently lack a clear understanding of how to ask significant organizations to offer representation. Additionally, authorities may find it difficult and expensive to engage in public engagement due to bureaucratic inclinations, a lack of information, training, and obligations. Many undoubtedly made it difficult for this country to implement the local Agenda 21 action plans. Thank you.
To summarize, the Local Agenda 21 implementation is a strategic implementation program that aims to achieving the goal of sustainability. The use of participatory technique or engagement, such as focus group discussions and community dialogue, aided information of collaborative relationships among the parties involved. Furthermore, it is assisting in the development of realistic ideas for the state and cities. Moreover, activities such as cleaning and clearing up the area, holding a clean zone competition, and many others had a significant impact on the people because they educate them on the importance of environmental preservation and the impact of the current activities on the future generation.